Ask for the truth on behalf of Damien Greg Falconer concerning if he's going to get he's going to find a true love, a soulmate anytime soon. And also if he's going to win on the lottery. He's had a few wins, but just small ones, and just want to know what that's all about. So I don't know what all this is about. Ask in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. We'll just move the cards to the side there, Damien, and I'll just deal out 3 cards. The first card we deal, the first card we deal is in the position of the recent past. This is a period of time between now and last month. So we just place that over there. The next card we deal is in the position of the present. And that of course is now. I suppose you could call that the present influence, couldn't you? So we'll just move that in next to it there in the middle, and then of course the one to the side, the other side, is the immediate future. A bit like the recent past, where the recent past is a period of time between now and last month. This is a period of time between now and next month. So we'll just position them there nice and neatly there, just so you can see them, and then we'll pull out the first card. Just pull out the first card here, and this is of course your recent past, over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so, or whatever, past month, past moon phase as you could say, and the meaning of it is relevant to the question you've asked about if you're going to find a true love or not, or whatever. This will be vibrating there. We've got, just flip it nice and slowly there, not to disturb its energy or anything. We just you just reveal the Queen, the energy of the Queen. She represents love and prosperity, and often I suppose a matriarch figure. I've got a sort of sense as though you've come across some sort of I don't know, a mother figure, but certainly somebody who certainly is capable of running things, and you were wondering if you know, if only I had somebody like that, you know. Why I'm sort of getting this as though you want somebody not so much to be your slave or do everything for you, but just somebody who's, I suppose to paraphrase, is capable of standing up for themselves, and no doubt stand up for you if you end up finding yourself in a weak position. I'm sort of getting this vulnerable person as if you're a vulnerable sort of individual, really, to some degree. What I'm sort of getting at, I don't know. Unless you've been struck down with an illness or a disability, or financially vulnerable in some way, of course, I don't know. It's nice to think that we could try and win on the lottery and just suddenly have a windfall and everything's going to be okay again. I suppose it's a bit like asking Jesus to say, you just tell Jesus that we're sorry and everything will be okay there as well. Well, we know the reality is really, I suppose God helps those who help themselves in some respects. But I want to just see what is going on right now. What energy is vibrating there? Given this matriarchal type figure, this this woman who's clearly capable of running her own affairs. I take it you've fallen for her in some way. But I somehow feel you might not know her name. And so you've given her a name of your own, or if you do know her name, then I don't know. It'd be nice to think you do know her name, of course, but I just got a sense you've seen her in the crowd and thought, oh, you know. The energy of the wolf right now is a warning, isn't it, really, to just beware who you trust, be careful who you confide in. And maybe that's what it is, in the sense of there's been little trust just lately between you and somebody else, or between you and your peers or whatever, and you've seen a woman who could possibly be trustworthy. But to look at somebody and say that person is trustworthy, or you look at the face and they say, oh, he's got that person, and she's got a face, she looks kind. It's a bit like really looking at somebody's face and saying that person is mentally ill and that person isn't. You can't really tell by the face if they're compassionate, kind, nice, bad, good, whatever they are. You can't just tell that by the look of the face, but we all sort of, you tend to put that on people, don't we, every now and again. Of course, if they smile, then that does give something away, the facial expressions, but it still doesn't say what type of person they are. I want to just move on now to the immediate future to see what's going on here. Yes, you're being warned to be careful. Watch out who you trust. Watch out who you confide in. Watch who you tell your secrets to. Really, if you want to tell your secrets to somebody, get yourself a teddy bear or a dog or something, or a cat. Or as I have, get yourself some rats, and they don't tell anybody. They might tell each other though, you don't know. But just for now, let's just see what the immediate future is. As we just flip over this card here for the immediate future. Notice they got the green man, and the green man indicates, I suppose, the forces of nature favour you, or will favour you in the immediate future. The forces of nature will favour you in the sense of, yes, you've got your health, you've got maybe more time ahead of you, or at least half of your life left, than some people have got less time ahead of them than they've got behind them. In this case, you seem to be, you know, from a health point of view, you're okay. But what I'm sort of thinking of mental health standpoint, I don't know why I'm sort of thinking there's a bit of doubt on that. I don't know. I want to just pull out another card. Sometimes in this deck you tend to feel as though something hasn't been quite said, so I'm just going to pull out another card. Just place them there like that, and then just enough room. So this will cover around about January, sort of mid-January time, won't it really? Sort of around about now in another 2 months. So let's just flip the card nice and slowly there. And I suppose between now and the 27th, 28th of January, I suppose it's nearly the end of bloody January really, isn't it, to some degree, you've got the element of air. And the element of air, of course, is to do with communication, it's to do with, I suppose, creativity to some degree. In this particular deck, it tends to focus more on, though, communicating with yourself, in the sense of finding a union, seeking a union of mind and spirit. Although you've got your physical health, yes, this is what it is, isn't it? Maybe it's focusing on your mental health in the sense of seeking a union. It's just sort of finding the connection between you and yourself. Between you on this plane and you on the higher plane. And it's that's the connection. And maybe your true soulmate is yourself. Isn't that a strange scenario? Maybe you haven't found yourself yet to be in a position to find others. And about winning on the lottery, though, I don't know about that, but we could. I wonder what the runes might say about winning on the lottery. About that. We know the chances are basically 0. But what are the chances of Damien winning on the lottery? More big time than little time. Well, you've got the sun there, Solus there. This is sort of indicating that I'm not going to say place it on that card or that one, and it's connected to that in any way. Normally you could do 4 or 3 or 4, couldn't you, and sort of connect the meaning of the rune to the card, but we're not doing that, so we'll just gather the cards up there and we'll just place the rune here over just to the side over here, and just notice there really that you've got a sense of the thing about the money is more to do with just defending yourself. You feel you've got to protect yourself and defend yourself, and the only way you can do it is maybe either a wish of a big win on the lottery or some sort of knight in shining armour to come to your rescue. And in your case, it's, well, I've had a few wins on the lottery, I wonder if I can have a bigger one next time. Now we've got the unknowable here. I don't usually like that one because it's not really a rune, isn't it? Is it really? It's not really. But if we read it, it just means in the hands of the gods. It just means right now, of course, is unknowable forces at work, and just recently you've been trying to defend yourself by thinking of lottery wins. I suppose we can all think of a sort of lucky windfall that'll just come and rescue us. But notice there the Feihu, which is money, which is movable wealth, currency. It's cattle, isn't it? Whereas the Othala is like the real estate, you know, like the immovable wealth, like property, homes and things like that. In this particular case, you've got the currency, and cattle are used as currency. Yes, between now and this time next month, around about then, you will be coming into money. And I think this is what you're locking onto, the energy of money, that you are coming into some money. It may be a windfall. It may even be a bigger lottery win than normal, but it won't be, I don't think it'll be that big to change your life. But it will be bigger than normal. If it's a lottery win, it will be a bigger than normal lottery win. If not, then of course, nevertheless, you are coming into some money somehow there. There's some on its way. I want to sort of pull another rune here, like a bit of an overview. I suppose you could place it over to the side there, couldn't you? Maybe. Just a bit like an overview there. Notice there, of course, it's the cup, isn't it? The pear throw, the cup. Well, you put the dice in, shake the dice, and then tip it out, and you cast lots. Normally it's red. It's red on each side like that. So although it's hang on, can I'll just see it on the screen myself. I'm going to show you. It's I suppose like that in the way it's a cup, but it's red to its side like that, and then that's how it's red. I'll place it, instead of placing it next to it, I'll just place it there, as if to somehow indicate that it's a bit like an overview of all these three here. And really that does indicate casting lots. It indicates this is all, or maybe it could be over sort of shadowing all of it, not overshadowing, but we could place it there and say it's all to do with the gambling element of it, with it being the lottery. That could be the lottery sort of thing, the gambling element. So maybe this is a lottery win, maybe, but it's not a big win, a life-changing thing. The thought has been on your mind, as we know there, to sort of as a defensive thing, because you can't defend yourself in any other way. But the unknowable forces are at work right now, and there will be something bigger than normal. If you've been winning sort of like $5 every time, then it probably might be $10 or $20 or something like that. It's just going to be bigger than normal. But of course you'll get your hopes up and then gamble more money and throw more away, thinking that your luck is in. Not necessarily, but we know that, don't we? But like roulette, you start off small, double up until you win. You always do 50-50, black or red, odd or even, this or that, high or low or whatever. And then soon as you win, if you lose on the first one, you put you put $5 down. If you lose, you put $10 down. If you lose again, you put $20 down. Even if you lose again, you put $40 down. Say you win, you gather your $80, and you basically won your stakes plus one, haven't you? And then once you've done that, you don't start by putting $50 down thinking you're lucky. You put $5 down again, you start small and build your way up again. And you can't actually lose at roulette. If you are losing at roulette, just keep doubling up until you win. But it's a case of doubling up on 50-50. And that's a scientific proof, scientific fact. You can't lose on roulette. You only lose on roulette when you think, I'll put everything on one number. And then that's it, I've lost. Which is an absolutely ridiculous thing, isn't it? So you have to do it strategically. And this is what may be happening here, where you're not going to win a lot, but once you do win, don't start spending more money on trying to win the big one. Just spend a small amount again, go back to a small amount, and then you'll notice, who knows what you'll notice, but you know what you'll notice, don't you? But for now, we say blessed be to Odin and all the Norse gods, and of course these cards and these runes have spoken.